Welcome to Logic Quest Academy. We will solve this question today. We have been given that a plus b is equal to 100. We have been also given that a and b are coprime. What does it mean? It simply means HCF of a and b is equal to 1 and a and b has no other factor common other than 1. Okay. Now, a plus b is given as 100, where what will be the values of a which can be taken here? A can start from 0, 1, 2, 3 till 100. How many values it will be? A can take 101 values. Similar thing will happen with B also. From 100 to 0 it will go and 101 values it can take, right? And now I need to check what happens if A is a multiple of 2, right? So if A is a multiple of 2, so let's see what happens. Suppose A is 2, then B will be 98. Quite evident because A is even, then B will have to be even to become a even number as sum. Because even plus even is only giving me an even number. Similarly, if I take A as 4, it will become 96. A as 6, it will become 94. And they will have a common factor of 2, at least 2 here. Here, 4 and 96, so they have a common factor of 4. Here, again, they have a common factor of 2. So all the cases where A is a multiple of 2 will have a common factor of 2 between A and B, right? How many such cases are possible? A can be from 2 till 98. So 2 is 2 into 1 till 2 into 49. So 49 such cases will be there where A will be a multiple of 2, and similarly B will also become a multiple of 2, and then our condition that A and B are coprime will be violated. So 49 cases needs to be excluded from 101 cases. Just remember that. Now, if A is a multiple of 5, so what happens? A can be 5 and B can be 95, right? Again, A can be 10 and B can be 90. But I'm not taking this case because this is already included in even wala case. 2's multiple wala case. So I'm not taking these cases. These are already covered in my last 2 ka multiple wala option. So I will take 5 plus 95. Then I will take what? 15 plus 85 till how much? Till 95 to 5. And if I just see that 5 into 1 is this, 5 into 19 is this, now only odd numbers are included. If we'll count, then we will have 10 cases. How many cases? 10 cases. And there are two cases where we will have A equal to 100, B equal to 0, B equal to 100, and A equal to 0. So these are two cases where again our GCD is not 1. GCD between A and B is not 1. In these cases, GCD between A and B is 100. Just remember, because 0 can be written as 0 into 100. So these cases also, they are not coprime, right? They are not coprime. So these two cases are also excluded. So how many cases we have included? So we excluded cases where A is multiple of 2. How many cases were there? 49 cases where A is multiple of 5. This has to be excluded. How many cases were there? 10 cases where A is 100 and B is 0, or A is 0, B is 100. So those special cases, okay, 2 cases. So how many cases got removed? 61 cases got removed. Out of how many? 101. 101 minus 61. So 40 cases will be there where A and B will be coprime. They will not have a factor common other than 1. And just see how can we do this simply. So I've been given that A plus B is 100. All you have to do is do the prime factorization of 100, right? So 100 will be 4 into 25, can be written as 2 square and 5 square. Just note down the two prime factors of it. Those two numbers are there as prime factors. 2 is first P1, this 5 is the second prime number, which is in the factor of 100. Now to find out numbers which are co-prime with 100. Suppose A is a number and A needs to be co-prime with 100. right? So how many numbers between 1 to 100 are co-prime to 100, right? Only those numbers, if you put here at A, will give me cases where A, B are co-prime, right? As we have seen earlier only. So for to find out those numbers and those cases, we have to use a totient function of 100, which says you write 100 and then 1 minus 1 by P1 and 1 minus 1 by P2. P1 and P2 are the prime numbers used in the factorization of 100. So 100 into, we have used two prime numbers here, 2 and 5. So 1 minus half, 1 minus 1 by 5. So 100 into half and 4 by 5. So this will be 2 and this will be 20. So 40 such cases are possible. So we have got this answer from protean function also, and we have got those answer from the manual counting also. So you have to use totient function in the examination because totient function is very important, and you have to use this totient function, which is 100 into 1 minus P1, 100, 1 minus P2. Okay? Just remember this. And let us see some more questions on this concept. Okay, let's see. Now we will use whatever we have learned. So we have x plus y equal to 500. We just need to convert this as a prime factorization. So 5 into 100, which is 4 into 25. This can be written as 2 square into 5 cube. Only two prime numbers are being used in the factors, 2 and 5 again. So how totient function of 500 will be how much? 500 then into then 1 minus 1 by P1. P1 is the first prime number used in the factor of 500. So 1 minus half and then 1 minus 1 by second prime number used in the factorization of 500. So 1 minus 1 by 5. If I just find out, it is coming as half into 4 by 5. So this is 2 and this is 100. So how many such numbers will be there between x plus y equal to 500? So 1 to 500, in between there will be 200 such numbers which are prime with what? 500, right? There will be 200 such numbers which will be prime with 500. And if those numbers are used in place of x, we will get xy co-prime pairs, right? And that my answer. 200 such cases are possible. Such cases of x and y is possible. If you want to just check, you can check with one or two values like x and y is there. So 1, 499 is one of the values. 3, 497 is another one of the, right? Similarly, 7, 493 will be again one of the values likewise. So if your HCF of x and y has to be 1, SCF of x and x plus y will also needs to be 1, or SCF of x and x plus y is given as 500 has to be 1. And that's why we are using totient function to find out such cases, right? SCF of x with 500 has to be 1, and those cases are being found out with what? With totient function. Here what we are doing, finding those cases with the help of totient function. And 200 such cases are possible. Okay, so 200 is answer here. Let us do the last question for the day. So I've been given x, just a sec. I've been given x plus y 80. And I've been said ki SCF of xy is 5. So x can be taken as 5a and y can be taken as 5b. And I need to find out such numbers xy for which these cases are possible. So 5a plus 5b equal to 80, and SCF is 5. That means a and b has to be co-prime, right? I need to find out a and b as co-prime. Now 5 if taken as common, 5a plus b is 80. So a plus b becomes 16. 16 is 2 ka power 4. Only one prime factor is used. So finding such cases, totient function of 16, 16 multiplied by 1 minus only one prime factor, 1 by 2. So 16 into half, 8 such cases will be there where you will have A and B as co-prime in this case. So that is our answer. Hope you like this concept. Please subscribe to my channel and like this video. Thank you so much.